So many bouquets of flowers that the prison had to bring a van to take them away. The flowers that reached the court premises were strategically placed around the building, and although so appealing and desirable and coveted by the staff, were avoided once the staff was told of their origin. So these flowers just rotted in the corridors until the smell forced them to be thrown away. We showed him some photographs of his family. We showed him photographs of his youngest daughter, Veronica, Kitty, who writes to him every day, so often that the letters are piling up in his room. His face starts to light up. We showed him pictures of civic events in the Philippines with Sebastian Baste and Paulo Pulong present. He laughed and told us what he remembers of their days as young men in Davao. We showed him pictures of Inday Sara greeting the enthusiastic crowds of people in the Philippines, and then finally his face beamed with pride. Your Honours, it is so easy to choose as a target for prosecution a politician because of the way he presents his policies. If Rodrigo Duterte is to be faulted for anything, it is for his inappropriate choice of language. But he murdered no one. Out of that huge database of evidence on which the prosecution relies, I repeat that there is absolutely nothing to directly link Rodrigo Duterte to the 78 deaths alleged. That is why they rely on a few selective and vociferous individuals in the Duterte administration, calling them co-perpetrators, just so it can artificially superimpose their fantasy common plan theory linking Rodrigo Duterte to the victims. Your Honours, I beg you to be guided by evidence, which must reach a minimal level of integrity. Be persuaded by your own innate sense of justice and by your own collected years of experience. But most importantly, be guided by coherent evidence and by common sense. I ask you, I beg you not to confirm any of the charges. I ask you to let Rodrigo Duterte return to the Philippines, not to govern, but simply to let him live out the rest of his days in peace, in his humble dwelling in Davao. And with that, Your Honours, I conclude, and I wish to thank you for your patience, and to thank the parties and the participants, and most importantly my team, Dov Jacobs, Avneet Nikisetti, Sandrine Dusena, Davide Rancati, Alexandra Dezev David, Nicholas Russo, and Kaylin Chen, all of whom have worked throughout the last year for one cause alone, and that is to serve our client, Mr. Rodrigo Duterte, faithfully.
Merci beaucoup.